Hello, I'm Matt Call with Great Basin Team 1. I'm one of the operations chiefs here. We're on the Camp Creek fire on the Mount Hood National Forest. Today the fire updated acreage from our IR flight last night is 1,607 acres. So we had a little bit of growth yesterday, but not a lot. As a lot of you know, this fire is located in the Bull Run watershed area. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on today and what our long-term plans are. So as you can see outside, we've got a lot more moisture. Our relative humidities have increased and our temperatures have decreased. And we have about a 30% chance of rain today and a slight chance of some wind. So that all brings a different dynamic to us, but the moisture is going to slow the fire down quite a bit, but it's not going to put it out. We have a lot of fuel out here, a lot of really old growth trees and a lot of organic material that's several feet deep. So a light fuel like grass will go out pretty quickly and will be easy to contain. With this, it's going to put a damper on the fire and slow it down and allow us to get in there and work a lot better, but it's not going to go out. So you might see a little bit less smoke today, and it's going to create a little bit better favorable conditions, but we still have a lot of work to do ahead of us. But we're pretty happy about this moisture in the air. So what we're doing today is we're going to continue with the plans from the last few days and try to contain this fire on these two roads. So this is the 12 road, and this is the 14 road. And for some context, this is the water system and the water treatment plant, and then we're about 5 miles away from the bike park to the south, and then north is up on this map. So our number one priority for this is the water treatment facility and the watershed area here. So we're putting a containment line along this road and holding the fire to this road, meaning we don't want it to cross that road. And so far we've had a lot of great success with that. So we're putting engines along this road and putting some plumbing systems in and then using some falling teams to clean up the understory here so we don't get any fire spread, which is kind of challenging because the fuels are so tall and we have lichen and moss in the trees that allow that fire to grow. On the south side, we're doing the same by opening up this road. We're getting a little bit more southward progression than we are to the north, but we haven't had it cross the road quite yet. We've got more engines on order and more heavy equipment and more falling teams to come in and help support that operation. We have a hand line that should be finished, and what that means is it's a control line, like a trail going through the forest here that's going to limit this westward progression of the fire so we can kind of cut this out of the equation, because this is our number one priority this way. Looking out big picture, we've got other operations people looking at opportunities to put line in and control features out to the west and to the south so we can really limit the growth of it. And as far as the aircraft, when we have clean air, we have several scoopers, the aircraft you might have seen on the river. They're basically picking up water out of the river and dropping water on the fire, and then we have helicopters doing the same thing. We're kind of limited on visibility on what they can do, but we're putting as much water on the ground as we can with those and then coordinating with the ground resources so we're being as effective as possible. So for the next few days, we're going to see some of that same operation. We will see more resources coming into town. There's a lot of fires going around nationally, so there's a little bit of competition, but we feel confident in getting the things that we need. It will just take a few days. And we still have quite a few days ahead of us of work, but with this weather, I think we'll get quite a bit done in the next few days.